The video you've all literally been waiting for, or most of you guys at least. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you guys saw from the title, I'm going to be doing my highlighter declutter video. This is definitely way overdue. Last year I started my declutter series. I did palettes, blushes, bronzers, primers, and foundations. I didn't do lips, highlighters, and a few other sections. So for this year, I definitely want to be on track with everything and go through all my drawers, every single category, get rid of stuff that I just don't need, and make it the best declutter of life. Do you know what I'm saying? You know those good declutters? That's what this video is going to be. Before you fast forward to the declutter part, just listen to me for one more second. Last year I sold a nice amount of products to you guys on Instagram, so I just show all the products on my Instagram stories, let you know what the price is, and whoever is interested in the product will let me know, kind of like first come first serve. Shipping will be free and the payment will be through PayPal. I will also say that any money I make, of course, goes back into my channel, and then 10% of the money that I make will be going to a family in need, just some charity that I would want to give, not because I need to, but because I really want to. Also, before I get started, ColourPop is a category that I'm not gonna go through because I have it in a little section here in its own like little family life. One day when I do a ColourPop declutter, which probably will never happen because I'm addicted to ColourPop products and I want to have a collection of their stuff, then I'll go through those products. But for now, it's not going to be in the declutter video if you were curious. Okay, let's go. Bye. Yeah, so it's not the neatest thing alive. I mean, but this is real life for me, to be honest with you guys. I'm just being real. But here's my Alex 9 drawer unit. 3 out of the 9 drawers are highlighters. I'm going to aim to make it 2 drawers. But then also moving to my shelf area here, I have some highlighters like in these acrylic containers. So some of there, basically all of these are filled with more deluxe size highlighters. And then I have some highlighters in there, which I might not get rid of, but I want to just give you guys a little bit of an overview of what we're working with. Okay, so this is the first drawer that we have up on the agenda. You guys can see, I will also leave these containers organizers linked down below. So let's just get started because there's no rhyme or reason here, honestly. First highlighter I have here is the Gorgeous Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Prism Powder. I think that this is nice. It's definitely not one that I gravitate towards. It's pretty natural, but I just don't really love it on my skin, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. The next 2 highlighters we have up are from ABH. These came out ages ago, but it still holds a very special place in my heart. The first shade I have up is in Riviera, and this is more of like a rose goldy, I don't know, like taupey type of color. It's not one that I use a lot, and I haven't even used it a lot, but I'm going to declutter this. However, this one is in Starlit and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. I don't tend to use it way too much, but I'm going to keep it because I'm obsessed. It's just the perfect color ever. All right, next highlighter we have here is from Tarte, and this is actually a duo. This includes a highlighter and a blush. So this duo is in pink champagne. It's really pretty. I do like the quality of these powders, but I don't tend to use it a lot, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. The packaging is so cute, but we're being strong. Next one up we have here is the Too Faced Unicorn highlighter. This is the rainbow strobe one. I know for some time they had this at TJ Maxx, but I actually purchased it for the full price tag. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for the collector in me, and because I think it actually looks pretty cutesy on the skin, so keeping this baby. Okay, so then I have 2 of these Makeup Forever products. This one right here is the Pro Light Fusion highlighter. It's beautiful. It's in the shade 01. Here's what it looks like, right? And then I have this one right here, which is the Pro Sculpting Duo. So technically this highlighter is this highlighter. I just don't feel like I need 2, you know what I mean? I'm honestly just thinking which one I'd probably get more use out of. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one and declutter this one. I'm being so strong right now, you don't even know. Okay, then we have this highlighter here from Dose of Colors in the shade Peach Glow. I think maybe I used it once, so it's still pretty much brand new. I'm gonna put it in the declutter selling pile. The next 2 highlighters we have up are these 2. They're from Dose of Colors in collaboration with Desi and Katie. Here's a shade name on the first one. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And then here's what the shade looks like. I will say that it is a bit too deep for my skin tone, and even if I self-tan, I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't work with my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this, sadly. And then we have the shade Fugo. And then this one right here is more of like a rose goldy type of gold color. This one will work for me a bit more, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it as well. Okay, the next one we have up is from Pure. This is the Afterglow highlighter. I don't know. I do really like it. I just find that the quality is a bit, like the consistency is a bit thicker than what I'm used to. And the shade is pretty nice. But I think I'm gonna declutter it. The next one that we have up is this Too Faced Candle Glow highlighter. It's in the shade Rosy Glow. I do really like it. I haven't used it in a very long time, but I think I'm gonna keep this because of the nostalgic memories I have with it. The next one up is this one from Kat Von D. This is the Metal Crush highlighter. This came out in honor of her 10th anniversary, I want to say. I purchased it last year. I think I used it once. I do really like it, but I don't know, part of me kind of just doesn't care not to have it either. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I'm gonna declutter it. Then I have the Bob Mary Luminizer highlighter. I really love this. Nikki Tutorials used to rave about this, and that's probably why I picked it up. So I have this, right? But then I also have this palette that I purchased as well. This is the Luminizer Sisters, very cute. And then in here we get Mary Luminizer, Cindy Luminizer, and Betty Luminizer. I bought this because I felt like I'll probably get a lot of use out of the other shades, but honestly the only shade I pretty much use in here is Mary Luminizer. So what I think I'm gonna do is get rid of this, but keep the larger one. So I have this NARS, I would say it's a highlighter slash eyeshadow palette. It's called Danger Control. I did like to mix and match some of these shades, but I don't tend to use it way too much. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. The next highlighter palette we have here is from CoverGirl. This is called the Super Stunner palette in 500. I love this. Literally so gorgeous on the skin to mix and match or to wear them separately. I'm gonna keep it. The next highlighter palette I have here is from Sleek. This is called the Distorted Dreams palette. I think that this is nice. I just don't tend to really wear these kind of colors. I pretty much focus on this one mainly. There are some creams in here and some powders, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. The next one we have up is the Essence Be Kissed by the Moon palette. It wasn't bad necessarily, but it's a little bit more on the chalkier side. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Next one up is this NYX Strobe of Genius Illuminating palette. Honestly, I had such high hopes for this, but it was such a letdown. I don't know. I just kind of felt like they didn't blend well on the skin. The colors just looked really off on my face, and I think I used it once. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Hopefully somebody else will enjoy it more than me. Next one up is this one from Smashbox. This came out during holiday 17, I want to say. I'm going to declutter it, put it on the selling pile. Somebody else will probably enjoy more than me, and then the packaging is kind of trippy. It's pretty cool. Next one up is this one from Tarte. This is the Skin Twinkle No. 2 highlighter palette. I used to be obsessed with this. I did get a nice amount of use out of it. I mainly focus on these two shades, not so much these two. I do like the formula. I haven't used it in a very long time, and honestly there are other highlighters that I enjoy more than this at this point in my life, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. Then I have these two Sleek palettes. So as you guys can see, this one right here is one that is very well loved. I hit pan on this shade. I love it. This is Solstice. I'm definitely keeping this. Then we have this one right here, which is the Cleopatra palette, which is also really pretty. This one has two cream highlighters and two powder. I don't really love this one as much as the Solstice one, just because I feel like the color story is just not something I gravitate towards often. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. Let's do this one. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This was the first highlighter I purchased when I was 17. I didn't even know what highlighter was, really. But it definitely holds a very special place in my heart. I am gonna hold it for nostalgic reasons. I'm just like kind of trying to dig in here and not touch these because I don't know what I want to do with them. But I have these two actually from, one second, LA Girl. This is the 120 watt highlighter. Used to be very into like stark white highlighters, but not so much anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I wasn't crazy about the formula either, so declutter. This one right here is in 110 watts, and I don't know, it just has a very grayish undertone to it. I don't even know what I was thinking when I purchased it. Not something that I really enjoyed, so declutter. This one right here is a Guerlain highlighter. Yeah, very bougie. It's in the shade Electric Light. Like, it smells amazing. Just opening it up, I'm like, oh, yum. This is a very natural highlighter. I'm not crazily into natural highlighters, and if I am, there are one or two that I go to usually when I go for the natural highlighter effect. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this, sadly. I then have two of these Maybelline Master highlighters. So this one right here is in 50. I think that this was in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, and so I'm gonna keep this. I love it. However, this one in the shade 100 Molten Gold, as much as I'm dying to keep it, I just don't tend to use it because it's so dark, and even if I self-tan, it's still too dark. Do you know what I'm saying? I could mix and match, but let's be real, I don't do that so much with this highlighter, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. It's a gorgeous formula though. If you guys have never tried this, so good. Then I have 4 of the Ofra highlighters. These are the ones in the older packaging. Firstly, we have the shade Blissful. It's a gorgeous rose gold. I think I'm gonna get rid of this because I just don't tend to use it a lot. This one right here is in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, that's where I... Anyways, I really like this. I like to focus my brush on these shades and not so much on this one because it's a bit too dark, but I want to keep it because I do like it. This one right here is in Star Island, and I know it's beyond stunning, but for some reason I don't really gravitate towards it, and I'm thinking somebody else might enjoy it more than me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. This one right here was in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials. I definitely don't use this shade. I like to mix and match these, and I like this one, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I then have these highlighters from Ofra. They recently like updated their packaging. First highlighter we have up is in Pillow Talk. I really love this. It's a gorgeous like whitish highlighter with a hint of pink. It looks stunning on the skin, so I'm gonna keep this. I then have these two highlighters that were actually also in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials. This one right here is in Cloud 9, and then the other one is in Space Baby. It looks whitish in the pan, but I don't know if you guys can tell, there is a nice like shift going on in each highlighter. So even though I like the formula, I think I might get use out of these. I haven't used them in such a long time. I think I used these once each. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get rid of them. The next highlighter I have up is from Estee Lauder. This is in Heat Wave. This is one of the only golds that I can wear and feel confident wearing, even if I'm pretty fair / light in tone and if I'm not self-tanned, you know? So I'm gonna keep this. I love the formula. It's like a baked jelly formula. It's the best. I then have this one right here from Dior, also pretty bougie, pretty cool. It is very beautiful, but I don't really use it so much, you know, and I have other ones that are kind of the same kind of shade. And this is a really hard one for me, I have to tell you, but I'm doing it. Just close your eyes and go. Right, and then moving on to this section here, I have my Becca highlighters. First one that I have up is in Champagne Pop. I have this already in two palettes, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. So proud of myself. Liora, you got this. Ask me why I have two in Champagne Pop. I have no idea, but this one also is in Champagne Pop. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. This one right here is in Moonstone. I think this is one of my first Becca highlighters. I used to be obsessed with this. It's not one of my favorites from Becca, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it, put it in the selling pile. And then I have this one right here in Gradient Glow, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of as well. I then have this one right here in the shade Lilac Geode. I really love the embossment and I love the outer packaging. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Yeah, I'm keeping it. And then this one I really like. It's in Prismatic Amethyst. It's like a pinky, purpley, whitish highlighter. I love it. So I think I'm gonna just keep these two Beccas, and then the rest I'm gonna get rid of. So the limited edition ones I'm keeping, and the other ones, goodbye. Everything literally fits in one section, and then I just have these two highlighters that's part of the first drawer. How amazing is that? Oh, and they fit here nicely. I'm gonna reorganize everything after, but I just wanted to show you guys. That's good. Then moving on to this drawer, which is a larger drawer. I have palettes here, more here. This section is empty. I just never filled it up. I don't have enough to put here, enough. And then I have more over here. Let's do this. So firstly, I have these two from, what is this, Smashbox, I want to say. This was in collaboration with Vlada. I was so excited for this collection, but unfortunately it fell really short. So this one right here is in Gilded Rose. It's more like a gold. And then this one right here is in Rose Mantic, which I think I just swatched. I'd never use it on my face. So declutter, selling pile for both. So the next highlighter I have here is from MAC. This was one of their limited edition highlighters they released a few years back. It was in collaboration with Bobo Wan, I want to say. But like for this, I don't really care to keep basically, so goodbye. Next highlighter we have here is from Laura, I don't want to edit that. Laura Mercier. This is in Devotion. It also is more like a pinky-ish, whitish highlighter. You guys can see I have a lot of those. I do enjoy them. I think I'm gonna get rid of this though, because I think I already kept a few that already have the same color story going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the declutter selling pile. It's beautiful quality though. It's like so legit. The next one that I have here is from Chanel. Very bougie. I remember purchasing this. I was like, yeah, I need it in my life. There is a shade name if you guys are curious. I think it was limited edition. It is really beautiful. It has like a whitish, champagne-y like look. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. The next highlighter we have here is the Anastasia and Amrezy highlighter. I do really like it. It's so hard for me. It's hard for me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. I think I'm just gonna keep it. It's very pretty. Let me have it. Let me just have this one. I then have two of these from Physicians Formula. This one right here I'm gonna keep. I do like to use the two top rows. It's a really beautiful formula. And this one right here I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. I don't tend to use it a lot. I then have these three highlighters from Jouer. I remember when these released, my ass was on it ASAP, and then like a week or two later, I'm like, why the hell did I buy all of them? I think I wanted to make a review, it didn't end up happening. Some of these are way too dark for me, so I'm gonna declutter some, and I think I'm just gonna keep one. So the formula of these highlighters are Baham, like intense, like maybe too intense for my life. This one is in Rose Quartz. I'm gonna declutter this one. It's more of like a rosy shade. This one right here is in Topaz. This one is a little bit more wearable for my skin tone, but it's still a bit too goldy. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. And then this one right here is in Citrine. It looks very gold, but it's actually the highlighter I'm wearing today and it works really well with my skin, so I'm gonna keep this. I then have these two highlighters from Pixi. I absolutely love them, and they both have like a baked gelée formula and the colors suit my skin well, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep both. Love Pixi, they're such a good brand. Next, we have this Urban Decay Game of Thrones Mother of Dragons highlighter palette. So this I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. I do like it. The formula is really beautiful, but the shades are just a little bit too old for me, and I just don't tend to get a ton of use out of it, even though I purchased it like not even 2 months ago, I want to say. I think it's time to say goodbye. You see, this is where you see I'm strong. I actually have this highlighter here, which is the one that Nikki Tutorials made with Maybelline. This is in 250. Right? But I thought that this one was the one that Nikki Tutorials made, but this is not. This is the holographic one. So I'm going to get rid of this actually. I just pulled it out of the other drawer, right? We just spoke about this before. And I'm just going to keep this one from the 3 Maybelline ones that I have. Just keeping this. This is goodbye. Next highlighter is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I recently started using this once again, and it's such an interesting highlighter because swatching it, it's like, okay, this thing sucks. Looking at it, it looks like it's shit. On the face, it is stunning. So I'm going to keep it. Plus, it's so affordable, so yes. I then have this Lumi highlighter from L'Oreal. I really don't like the formula of this. Here you guys can see it looks pretty cool. It looks like a play button or something, but I'm going to declutter it. And the next 2 highlighters I have here are from Lorac. I'm going to go ahead and declutter both of these. I used to be obsessed with them, but not so much anymore. I then have this colorful highlighter from Wet n Wild. I think I have the Too Faced one. I'm pretty happy with that one. This one is a little bit too colorfully on the face. I'm going to get rid of this. I then have this Aspen and Pixi highlighter. I know that I recently found this at TJ Maxx, but I actually purchased this for the full price tag. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. I don't tend to use it way too much. It's pretty, but like, you know, I'm just gonna say goodbye. Next highlighter product I have here is from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Brightening Rocks highlighter. So you guys can see it just pretty much has like rocks. I actually recently purchased this, but I don't really love it, so I'm gonna get rid of it, declutter. I then have these highlighting products here as well, which really don't belong in this drawer. They belong in the acrylic drawers. This one right here is the L'Oreal Lumi Glow Amore highlighter drops. Gonna keep that, but then these two I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. This I got an Ipsy, and this is from Fenty in Cinnamon. First palette we have here is the Becca Apres Ski Face Palette. This came out during holiday 2017. I did go ahead and purchase this for the full price tag. I recently saw it at TJ Maxx. But yeah, it hurts my heart when that happens sometimes because I'm like, no. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. The next palette I have here is a Lorac highlighter palette, but it also includes some blushes. This was in collaboration with something, I want to say, I don't remember. I really love this highlighter shade in Fortune. That was the only shade I pretty much used in here. And then I used other ones, just a little bit here and there, but I think I'm going to get rid of it. I haven't used it in a long time, and I think I'm over it. Next one up is this Milk Makeup Highlighter. Honestly, the formula just did not really sit well with me, plus the shades were a little bit like too much for me, except for maybe this one, but yeah, I think I'm going to declutter it. The next palette I'm going to declutter is this one right here from Flower Beauty. It's called the Galactic Glow Palette, and very holographic-y, not something that I typically wear, so declutter. I have this Cutie Pie from Lottie London. This is the Shimmer Squad highlighter palette. It's actually really nice. Pretty basic shades, but they do work really well on the skin. But I think I'm gonna declutter it because I have a lot of these kind of shades. Next one up is this Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. This is one I'm gonna keep. This also just holds a very special place in my heart, so I do want to keep this. The next one we have up is the ABH Aurora Glow Kit. This is one that is also a bit out there. I use it a few times. I'm not crazy over it. I'm gonna declutter it. This one right here was a palette that Jaclyn created with Becca. Here you guys can see it does already come with Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, as well as 3 blushes. So I think this is more than I would ever need. I'm gonna keep it. I love the packaging. The next one we have up is this Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette. So it came with like stickers. I just decorated mine. I think it's kind of cutesy. This one is so hard for me, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I do really like it. We've seen it at TJ Maxx recently, but I purchased it for the full price tag. I'm gonna keep it. The next one up is this e.l.f. Illuminating palette. I don't really like this. I don't tend to use it a lot, so declutter. This one right here is a NARS palette. You guys can see I did get a nice amount of use out of most of the shades. I really love the highlighters. The bronzers are also nice. We get them in Laguna and Casino. But I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm so proud of myself. I really wanted to keep it, but I already have Laguna and Casino. That's firstly, and then these highlighters are stunning, but I don't know. I think I have a lot of similar shades also. The formula is to die for, so I'm gonna declutter, try to put it in the selling pile. So that's pretty much it for this drawer. Let's fill it up. Literally not bad. We're doing so well. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, here is the final drawer of highlighters. Let's do this. Firstly, I do have this Lancome flower highlighter. I was so disappointed with this. It is gorgeous, but it's just like a regular plasticky flower that probably costs $1. And I paid 80 bucks for this, but the highlighter is like, you know, drizzled in there. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this, maybe put it in the selling pile. Maybe somebody else would enjoy this more. Then I have these two palettes here from Makeup Revolution, really nice quality. So here's the first one. I feel like even if I'm self-tan, I can still use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. But then we have this one right here, which is definitely a bit too deep for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. The next palette we have up is from Bobbi Brown. This came out during holiday 2017. Really, really nice formula. The pattern of the highlighters are beautiful, but I'm gonna declutter it because they're a bit too dark for me. Next one up is the Kat Von D Metal Crush highlighter palette. I love this. I don't tend to use like the purple shade, but these two shades I usually mix and match, and it looks really nice on the skin. I love it. Keeping. Next one up is this one from Makeup Geek. This was in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. I do really enjoy Kathleen Lights, but I don't know. Honestly, since I purchased it, I think I used this like 3 times in total. The shades are way, way, way too dark for me. I don't know how this is universal at all because I don't think that it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. I then have 2 of these Jeffree Star Skin Frosts. It's really, really beautiful, and the pen is massive. This one right here is in Regina George. I don't tend to use it a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. And this one right here is in Mint Condition. Same story with this one. Beautiful, great formula, but I don't think that I'll get a lot of use out of it. I think I used it once in my life. Declutter. I then have this highlighter from Jeffree Star in Frozen Peach. I will say that I do enjoy the formula of these Skin Frosts more than these, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter. This one right here is a gorgeous gold in the shade Wet Dream, and I don't know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter as well. I then have this highlighter here from Tarte in the shade Exposed. I feel like this literally used to be everything on YouTube. I use it quite a few times. Gonna go ahead and declutter it though, because I don't tend to use it a lot anymore and I'm not so into it. The next highlighter palette I have here is from Physicians Formula. This is the Bronze Booster. Similar to the Jaclyn Hill palette. I don't love this so much, so I want to get rid of it. Plus the packaging is so bulky ass. The next highlighter I have here is from Natasha Denona. This is the Super Glow highlighter. I actually really enjoy this. It looks kind of like off maybe in the pan, but it looks stunning on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Love it. This one right here is a Bobbi Brown highlighter in Pink Glow. Honestly, definitely one of my favorites. It looks like milkshake or something. I'm gonna keep it. I have another one of these Lumi highlighters from L'Oreal. Gonna declutter. I then have this one right here from Physicians Formula. I don't even remember purchasing this, but it must have been a while ago. I don't know. But here's what it looks like. I'm gonna declutter it. I have this Maybelline Urban Light palette here. So this could be used for the eyes and face, all of that. I didn't really like the quality of this, so I'm gonna declutter. Next one up is this Kevyn Aucoin Gradient Highlighter in Sahara. If you do have a medium deep complexion, this would look perfect on you. I feel like for me it was still a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna declutter. I then have this highlighter palette from Becca. It's really pretty. I love the formula. I think I'm gonna keep it because I paid so much money for it, and it's really, really nice quality. The next palette I have here is this Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne highlighter palette. It's really, really beautiful. I do love the middle shade a ton. It was limited edition. You can't get it anymore, unfortunately. I don't tend to use it a lot, even though I do like this middle shade. I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. I'm being strong. This one right here is the Naked Cherry palette from Urban Decay. You guys know this is staying with me, definitely. I love it, especially for the blush. I do keep it in the highlighter drawer because there's 2 highlighters in here, but this highlighter is beautiful and this blush is everything. This highlighter is like okay, but still pretty, but not one that I wear a lot. I love the quality, gonna keep it. I have this MAC Nutcracker highlighter duo. It's so, so beautiful. I haven't touched the blush, but the highlighter I've used quite a few times. I don't tend to use it a lot, and I don't know, I'm not really that into it anymore, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter, try to put it in the selling pile. Then we have this e.l.f. highlighter here. It was in collaboration with That's Heart. And then here you guys can see what the duo looks like. I do like this. I thought I was gonna keep it, but now looking at it, I'm like, nah, it's okay, declutter. I have this Makeup Revolution Triple Baked highlighter here. This one is okay, not bad actually for how affordable it is, but I'm gonna declutter it. I then have this Ofra Face and Body like highlighter. It's pretty much just like loose glitter, which is kind of fun to wear if you're going for like that spicy look, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna declutter it. I don't tend to use it a lot. I have these 2 from Physicians Formula. This one right here is in Iridescence. This one right here is in Pearl. I'm gonna get rid of these because it kind of reminds me of like the ColourPop highlighters, and if I have to choose between the ColourPop or these, I'd prefer the ColourPop ones, even though these have adorable packaging. Bye. And then we have this Too Faced highlighter, which looks so cute. This I think I'm gonna keep. It's just really gorgeous and I love the packaging. I love Too Faced, so I'm gonna keep that. All right, then down to palettes. This is my favorite highlighter palette quad to ever exist in this world. Gonna keep, even though that shade is broken. You guys know I use this to death. Okay, next highlighter that I have up is this one from Flower Beauty. Obsessed with this. This is one of the best drugstore highlighters I'm keeping for sure. I have a single one here. This is the Model's Own highlighter in Peach Pearl 02. I like this, not crazy over it, declutter. I have this palette right here from Cover FX, which includes a bunch of different powders from blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. I don't know, I just put it in this drawer. Here you guys can see, I think I just swatched this, maybe used it once on my face, but I'm gonna declutter this. I just don't find that I use it a lot, even though I think it'd be great for traveling, but I don't know, put it in the declutter selling pile, maybe somebody else would enjoy. The next one we have up is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush Palette. This is a for sure keep. I love this. Natasha Denona knows where it's at with her eye palettes and face palettes for sure. Here is the Becca Eye Lights palette. I don't know. Well, we recently found this at TJ Maxx, but this is one that I purchased for the full price tag on Sephora when it came out. I kept it in here even though it's an eyeshadow palette technically, because you can kind of mix and match these shades since they're only like, what's it called? Metallic finishes in here. And a part of me kind of wants to keep it, but I'm not gonna keep it. But it's like a 2-in-1 palette, you know? I'm gonna put it in the declutter selling pile. Next palette we have up is the Moonchild palette from ABH. I like you, but I'm gonna have to say goodbye, so goodbye. Next up, we have the Ofra Glow Up Highlighter Palette. Beautiful palette. You guys know I already own this in the full size in the singular form. We saw that before. This is my favorite from the palette. These two are a bit too dark for me. I love that these are depottable, so you can totally take it out of the palette. I think I'm gonna put it in the declutter pile though, because I already have this. I have similar ones to this, and these I don't really use. The next palette I have up is the ABH Glow Kit. This one was in sugar. Honestly, I know a ton of people love this, but for me, I just never got down with it. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it because I just don't use it a lot, and it's not my favorite from ABH, so declutter. The next palette I have up is the ABH Nicole Guerrero palette. This one is a real tough one for me. Honestly, a lot of the shades are way too dark. I like to mix Forever Lit with a few of the other ones, but some shades I just literally stay away from, like these two, because again, even if I mix it, it just wouldn't look the best. I was gonna keep this, but I'm gonna declutter it. I think I'm gonna do it because I just don't use it a lot, and hopefully somebody else will enjoy it more. And finally, the last highlighter that's included in here is this Soph X Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. I don't know, I think declutter. Okay, I'm decluttering this. Whoa, we did so well. Let's fill her up. All right, so now let's tackle my shelves. Firstly, I wanted to show you guys these two L'Oreal True Match Shimmerista like loose highlighters. I think I'm gonna keep this one and get rid of this one. Then moving down to this section, I am going to be keeping these 3 highlighters just because I really like how it looks in the packaging. It's all cutesy. I decorated this myself, and I do like these highlighters. They're very pretty. All right, and then I pretty much just have these drawers and then one little thing on the bottom there. So let's jump into these guys now. So firstly, I have the Cover FX Glitter Drops in Nova. I'm gonna get rid of this, even though I know I'm thinking to myself I can probably use it in the summertime to highlight this, that. Just be real with yourself, Liora. So it's gonna be declutter product. Next thing that I have here is a Artist Couture loose highlighter in the shade Purple Dream, declutter. And then I have this in 2 different shades. This is in Starlit. This is similar to like the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, but so much more affordable. I'm gonna get rid of it though, I don't really use it. And then this one right here is in Unicorn Elixir, also gonna get rid of. I then have these 3 highlighters from Moschino. It was in collaboration with Sephora. I purchased this about 2 months ago, I wanna say, so I still haven't had a major chance to play with them in depth to know if I love them or hate them, but I'm gonna keep all 3. I love that it looks like, you know, an actual highlighter from school. Next thing that I see in here is this. I think I got this in Ipsy. I don't tend to use it really. This is the Trust Fund Beauty Glow declutter. I also have this little baby, which I think is great for traveling, but I always say this to myself, oh, take it with me. So declutter. And then I have this ABH Liquid Glow highlighter in Perla. I purchased this from ABH's site for the full price tag. Like, I don't know what I was even thinking. I don't even use it. So declutter. I have this High Beam by Benefit, which I'm gonna declutter only because I'm gonna keep this little baby one. I don't think that I need a massive size, so I'm gonna keep this small one in case I want to use it. I also have the Ciate London Dewy Sticks here in the shade Glow. I'm gonna declutter it. I have this L'Oreal Infallible Galaxy Stick in, what is this called? 1 second. Cosmic Pink, declutter. Tristique Cream Highlighter, declutter. This is also a Galaxy highlighter from L'Oreal, also in the shade Galaxy Pink, declutter. This is a Kiko Milano Arctic Holiday highlighting stick in this shade Golden Crystals, declutter. I have this Clinique Chubby Stick, declutter. And I have this Almay Instant Glow Highlighting Duo, which is one that I'm going to keep. There's a cream on one side and a liquid highlighter on the other side, so I'm going to keep this. I like it. So I'm not keeping much. I put those 2 products just in the first drawer. This drawer is empty. Then I have these Almay like jelly highlighters, which I really just don't like, so I'm going to get rid of all of them. I have the one in the blue, the pink, and the yellow. All right, moving on to this side of the acrylic drawer. You guys know that I like to use eyeshadows as highlighters sometimes, so I just like to keep them here, and also they're smaller. Haven't used this in a long time. Declutter. This thing literally sucks. Declutter, sorry. I have another baby High Beam. They're gonna declutter. I already have 1 small one of these, and I don't think that I need 2 babies. Here's a Cover FX custom enhancer drops in Moonlight. I'm gonna keep this. It's a small size, so hopefully I'll finish it off. This I could use on top of my shoulders as well. I then have a bunch of these Essence single shadows that I loved to use as highlighters, but I'm gonna get rid of some because I don't use all of them anymore. This one I'm gonna get rid of. It's like a purpley shade. So the purpley one was in something flamingo. This one right here is an apricot. This I'm gonna keep. It's more like peachy. This Essence single shadow in Snowflake I used to death. You guys can see I used to be obsessed with white highlighters. Here's proof. This I'm gonna keep. I like it. This is in the Grammy Goes Glammy. Gonna declutter that. Another L'Oreal single eyeshadow in number 16. This one is very, very yellow, so I'm gonna declutter. Here's in number 17, which I never used on my face. I think I just watched it. Declutter. I guess it could be nice as an eyeshadow because that's what it's really made for, but I don't know, declutter. This is one that I got in my Ipsy. It's from the brand Catherine Girl. Declutter. This is a Ciate London highlighter. Really, really, really pretty. In Moondust. I'm gonna keep this one. I like it. These three I'm gonna get rid of. We have the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Starstruck. The, what is that? Nude Cosmetics Illuminator. I don't know. And then a Milk Makeup highlighter, which I'm gonna get rid of as well. Okay, so I have the Laura Geller highlighter in Diamond Dust. This I'm gonna get rid of because I already have, like, I think 5 of these that I purchased from TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna declutter this one that I have in my regular makeup collection. It's Peach Glow, one of my favorites. This I'm gonna keep. Charming Pink, gonna keep as well. I love it. And this one is in Caramel. It's actually stunning. This I'm gonna keep too. And you guys can see here I have a lot of little Baby Becca highlighters. Let's go through these and see what's up. This one right here is in Pearl Flashes Gold. Declutter. This is Little Baby. It's Prismatic Amethyst. I believe I own it in the full size, so I'm gonna declutter this. Rose Quartz. Ugh, this is actually really pretty. I'm gonna keep this one. This one right here is an opal. You guys can see it's broken, so declutter, garbage, I guess. I have another opal in the limited edition packaging. This one I'm gonna keep. This one is Vanilla Quartz. I want to keep this one as well. I love it. And then I have a Baby Moonstone, which I forgot I had. I'm going to keep this one. I'm happy that I decluttered the large one because I don't need more than this. I have the Kat Von D single eyeshadow that I use as a highlighter in Thunderstruck. A lot of you guys told me I got you hooked up on this. It's amazing. I'm going to keep this as a highlighter. And then I have the single eyeshadow by Stila and Kitten, which I use as a highlighter, but I'm going to declutter this. All right, finally moving on to the final drawer. I have this Charlotte Tilbury gold bar highlighter. It came kind of like brokeny, but I'm gonna keep this. This is a Baby Natasha Denona Diamond Glow highlighter and blush. I'm gonna keep it. Artist Couture little highlighter in Illuminati. Declutter. This is a Baby Hourglass highlighter in Champagne Flash. Declutter. Here we have the mini Bobbi Brown highlighter in Bronze. Declutter. This is so, so cute. I want to keep this. I think I want to keep this. This is the Dandelion Twinkle in the baby size. I want to keep it. This is the Tarte highlighter in Exposed. I think I might keep this one. I didn't realize I had a baby size, but you guys saw I decluttered the full size of this one, which again, I'm happy I have the small one because it's more than I would ever need. I have 2 of these deluxe sized Milk Makeup cream highlighters. Declutter. This one right here is a Luminous Blur Stick from Milk. Also declutter. I don't know. Not really into it. This is a deluxe size of the Laura Mercier highlighter in 01. This is stunning. Very, very natural on. I'm going to keep this. And then I just have the single eyeshadow by Tarte in the shade Pinup. Declutter. That's pretty much it for this drawer. I'm going to, again, organize everything and you guys will see how everything is situated in my makeup collection video. But I think I got rid of a nice amount. Also kept a decent amount. Didn't expect to, but a lot of these babies are great. And then over here, I just have a nice amount of the MAC limited edition highlighters, which I am going to keep because I don't know, there's just a vibe to it. I'm not ready yet in my life to get rid of these, so I'm gonna keep them. Honestly, how freaking insane. I'm so, so, so proud of myself. So this is basically the pile that I'm getting rid of, decluttering, either selling to some of you guys or just donating, gifting to people. I'm not sure, but oh my god, I'm gonna count this now. And then honestly, I wanted 2 drawers filled with highlighters, but it ended up just being 1. How much more appealing is this? I'm obsessed. I'm so proud of myself. I forgot about this little bin here. It's where I keep all my Wet n Wild products. Honestly, I don't want to get rid of any of them, so it's not gonna be part of the declutter, just like the ColourPop. So let me share with you guys my numbers now. Okay, so in total I had 192 highlighters, which is kind of crazy. I remember when I literally owned 2 pieces. Anyways, I kept 66, which I think is massive, and I decluttered 126. Who am I? Round of applause, please. This is insane. I think that I did so well. Extremely proud of myself. Did not expect this. Let me tell you, did not expect it for myself. But I guess when you least expect things, you know, I think that it was just time because there were many things that I was just holding on to and I was like, nah. But then when I was like in the zone of filming and I'm like in the decluttering like mindset, I'm like, you don't need this, you don't need this, you need this, you know? Cannot wait for my makeup collection video. It's going to be epic. So I hope you guys are excited. Anyways, definitely follow me on Instagram if you guys want to be in the loop with all the products I'm going to be selling. But that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next one. Looking forward to reading your comments down below. Okay, I did so well. Please compliment me. Thank you. Bye.